And we're good. All right. Says we're good. Should be good. Hopefully we get a notification. If not, that's okay too. Let's see. Boom, boom. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Grab that. Set that right there. Is it? What's up with YouTube? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, when's it going to load? Hey, even a notification. That's pretty cool. Pretty nifty. Oh, man. Ads, pop-ups. What's up, radio? What's up, stud? How you guys doing? Welcome. All right, get rid of that. Close this, reopen it. Kapow! There we go. Now everything's all good. How's everybody doing? Hopefully quite well. Enjoying your Wednesday nights. Actually have some good bit of NFL news we can actually talk about. Probably the first time all season, right? But that's probably right? We're only in between week 2 and week 3, so there's not really much that happens in week 1. Week 2 we had a lot happen, right? What's up? Who is it? Jose? I don't want to mispronounce it. What's up, Vital? I'm guessing it's just Jose, and the U doesn't really have much pronunciation issue, but I just don't like to kill people's first names. Dolphins Sunday, 1 p.m. Yeah, they play the Broncos, right? First home game for the Dolphins. Josue? Oh, it's Josue. Okay, Josue. Okay, there we go. I appreciate you. We'll give it like 5 minutes and then we get started on like the main chunk of the news. You know what's weird? Unless I'm mistaken, I haven't heard a single thing about Nick Chubb's injury other than the literal only 2 things I've heard is it's an MCL injury that's very significant. One of the surgeries includes MCL surgery, which normally you don't need surgery on the MCL. It's kind of like a 50-50 thing. But if it needs like surgery, I know he's done for the season, but I haven't gotten like injury updates. Normally they'd be like, oh, he tore this, and sprained this and broke that, and but we haven't gotten that yet. I wonder if the swelling is so significant they can't get like a clean prognosis for him quite yet, and they're just trying to like they can tell there's something wrong and they have to do multiple surgeries because right now it's 2 surgeries, right? So that's really bad. And I think it's MCL problems. That's like the most I've been able to find. It's like significant MCL damage. He needs multiple surgeries at this point. But there's also like this small probability that like it could just be a 1 surgery thing and the damage isn't as crazy as like initially thought. Again, I think they have to wait for like the swelling to go down. I heard people have been saying the hit was dirty. But I don't know, I've watched the hit now. I've been able to watch it because I just look away after like the bad part. It doesn't look it. Like it's a little bit like of he hits low, but I don't necessarily know if that's dirty. It's like when I watched the Colorado State kid hit Travis Hunter, I was like, wait, what's dirty? Other than it was kind of late. Yeah, but like being wrapped up in the NFL is a pretty easy tackle for somebody to get through. You know what I mean? By no means does that mean somebody is stopped in the NFL. Especially a running back like Nick Chubb, who's known as like a tackle breaker. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like anybody's blaming Minka on the Browns anyway. I know there's like people in the media that are kind of like looking at the thing like, was it dirty, was it not? But oh yeah, no, you probably shouldn't. But sometimes it could have just been an accidental like like when guys are going to hit somebody in the shoulder with their shoulder, which is a completely legal hit, so they go to like drive into their shoulder, but like somebody hits them and they like drop just like a little bit, and all of a sudden you have a guy clean driving his shoulder pad into somebody's helmet. and it looks really dirty, but then you're like, oh, okay, when you actually like watch everything back, it looks like, oh, he got pulled down by one of his own guys. It wasn't actually like even on purpose. You never really know if like something happened where he was going to hit him in the thighs. Mika falls or like something weird happens, so he has to grab at like one of his knee areas and pull. You know what I mean? It's just like you I don't know if those guys go out there to hurt each other like that. I don't think there's bad blood between Nick Chubb and Minka Fitzpatrick. It was intentional. I just felt like he could have. He could have done he could have did a little bit of a better tackle. I will agree with that. Minka probably should aim for like the midsection when he tackles, but you know, sometimes you just got to grab for what's there. You know, you may trip, maybe fall out of alignment. Because again, I often just think of some of the guys who get like called dirty when they accidentally hit somebody in a bad spot. It's like, that's not fucking dirty. Like again, the Colorado State kid who's getting death threats. It's like, really? Like I watched it hit several times, and I'm like, it looks like he just hits that fucking dude in the chest. Like I'm like, it was like slightly late, but it's like, if you're telling me that this kid is expected to like pull up, stop, realize this kid doesn't have the ball anymore, or whatever the fuck was going on, or he went out in like full momentum of running him down. I don't know. I feel like you're asking a lot out of a college football player who's probably not going to go to the NFL to like make some miraculous stop to not hit somebody. I don't know. Again, and if the ball, I don't know. I don't know. People put a lot of purpose and intent behind some of that shit. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he just hit somebody kind of late. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big deal. Cowboys and San Francisco still going to cover this week. Any updates on either of those teams? Not that I know of. The Giants don't have Barkley, which is going to be a nightmare scenario. And I think Andrew Thomas was also ruled out for Monday Night Football or for Thursday Night Football. I think just a little bit ago they ruled out Thomas. Cowboys offense is fine. Cowboys have the kind of defense where you kind of just need what the Cowboys can do on offense. Just don't lose the game on offense, and you'll win a lot of football games this year. Your guys' defense is incredible. And I think exactly what I thought would happen with your secondary when you guys picked up Stephon Gilmore, right? Because one of the problems I thought with your secondary was this issue with the... It's like you have very talented, like Trayvon Diggs is very talented, but you can tell by all the interceptions. I'll get to everything everyone's saying in just a second. I just want to get this little quick bit out. But like Gilmore gets all like Gilmore is very similar to Diggs. I actually say like in a perfect development, Trayvon Diggs turns into Gilmore. He has a talent; it's all there. He's a good ball hawk. But the thing is, Trayvon Diggs often went for interceptions where he could just play for a pass break up the pass, and it'd be more effective than just like getting a crazy pick or getting scored on. And I think one of the benefits for that very young Cowboys secondary for getting Gilmore is because Gilmore, who played a lot like Diggs did, like when Gilmore was in Buffalo, he was more ball hockey, tried to go for like very risky interceptions, ones that if you miss it, it's a touchdown. And I think having a mentor like Gilmore for like players like Diggs and the other young secondary guys kind of teaches them like this maturity. They kind of learn how to like what interceptions to take, what passes to break up, what to like not, don't go for interceptions on stupid risky throws. Just break them up, tip them up in the air for somebody else. That's very effective, even as effective as a pick. So I think that's the impact of getting Gilmore, and I think I've been right about that because I think your secondary looks vastly improved, especially Diggs. I got Cowboys winning by 12 and San Francisco by 10. Yeah, by at least. What's up, Ven? You just missed my Cowboys rant about why I think their secondary is better now. Let me read what people were saying. Cowboys offense. I already read that. You're glad Kellen Moore is gone? Yeah, I would imagine so. Cowboys been beating the crap out of the car. Yeah, Cowboys are gonna kill them. It's gonna be on QB plays and defense for the Giants in game who will win. But yeah, San Francisco is gonna win that one. Yeah, Ben, I was just kind of quick talking about the like effectiveness of like Gilmore, who played a lot like Trayvon Diggs. When Gilmore was in Buffalo, then he went to New England, learned how to actually play corner, learned what interceptions to take, what to break up, and I think that knowledge and wisdom is being imparted on Diggs, who seemingly is taking smarter plays. Right? Oh, I'm gonna break this up. Oh, I can intercept this. Oh, I can break this up. You know what I mean? Like learning what ones to like, because like you shouldn't be going for picks on balls that if you miss the pick, it's a touchdown. Like those should always just be try to break this up or get ready to make a very fast tackle. Like that's the honest truth about it. Like you shouldn't be going for 50-50 balls and trying to pick six them. I mean, it's fun. It's cool when you get the six, but like there's the duality of it, right? You don't want to like turn around and be like, fuck. Well, I have to delete my Twitter again. I just gave up my third touchdown of the day because I'm a little off on the timing. Yeah, but the problem is Dan Quinn didn't know how to use Trayvon Diggs, who's also just as important a weapon. Yeah, it will be nice to see the Cowboys play an actual team. But you know what the funniest thing about the Cowboys schedule? They have like nobody of note to play. I think they have, other than the Eagles and maybe the Commanders, it's a real easy schedule. We'll get, I mean, we could probably get started on new stuff. We're kind of covering the new stuff. We talked about Chubb. Basically, we just don't know what the extent of Chubb's injury is. We know that it's slight ACL. Oh yeah, the Cowboys do play the Niners soon. The Falcons, they look good. Eat, sleep. I also kind of want to see the Falcons play a good team. Like Detroit's going to be a good test for the Falcons, right? Because the Falcons haven't really played a complete team yet. The Packers are rebuilding, so you can't really count them as like a complete, good, ready to go team. Even though I think the Packers are an impressive opponent to have a comeback win against, it's like you're not playing like Aaron Rodgers. They play the Bills. Oh, good. They play the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins. Well, they played the Jets. They play the Dolphins and Patriots as well. So those would be good tests. One for the defense, one for the offense. But yeah, Atlanta could be good. Detroit's going to be a real test because say both defenses break down in that Detroit-Atlanta game, which could happen, by the way. Atlanta gave up 20-plus points to Carolina and 24 points to the Packers, so it'll be a very fun game to watch. I think both defenses are rather irrelevant, but I wonder if the Falcons can actually keep up with the Lions. That's going to be a real test for them because they're not playing against like, you know, a bottom 15 offense this week. They're playing against like, you know, probably the number 5 offense in the NFL. That's quite the step up. We'll see. Plus, it's a road game. He broke all 4 of the L's. Is that official yet, Ven? Because there's no reports. I know that they 100% know that they need to do surgery on the MCL. Because I think isn't it too swollen right now? Like that's like the prognosis. They're like, we have to wait like a month for the swelling to go down so we can like properly look at it. Because right now they're like, based on what we're seeing, I think we need 2 surgeries and 1. Because I don't think they can X-ray it. It's literally too swollen at this point with Chubb. Like they're pretty sure there's MCL. Like I think the only thing they can tell with the swelling is the MCL's fucked up. And I'm like, uh-oh. If they're saying that the MCL may need multiple surgeries, he might be career over, by the way. Once the swelling goes down and we see the extent of the damage, that might be career on him, which is real sad to think about, but I'm probably not too wrong. Like, Chubb's a tough guy and he's going to try to come back, but it's like, man, if you need more than 2 surgeries, you are probably done. If they can't fix it up in 1, I don't know about 2. I think that's multiple waits. Like you have to wait like 3-4 months for the first surgery to go healed. And then I think they have to go back in there, do a second one. And then there's a maybe year-long recovery from all of that. So we may not see him for, even if he does come back, it won't be next year. It'll probably be the season after. Again, they've come a long way with knee injuries. And MCL, PCL, LCL, those are the 3 other than ACL. Those are rather quick recoveries. But his ACL is probably shot. Would this be his first actual ACL injury? I know in college he really fucked his knee up, but I thought one of like the only benefits back then was that he only hurt his MCL, PCL, and LCL in college. Have a good night, eat, sleep. I'll see you later. But avoided like tearing the ACL in college or in 2015 in the NFL. And if that's the actual case, he might be able to survive this career-wise. If this is only his first major ACL tear, the ACL, he just because like your MCL is pretty repairable, so is the PCL, LCL. Those are like, they're big deals, but like, you can damage them multiple times and be okay. It's the ACL you really don't want to tear twice, but it's like if that's his first tear, and if he avoided ACL damage, oh man. Could you imagine if he skated by without ACL? Because again, it's so swollen they like can't look at it. What's up, Wade? Yahoo League for herself, but different league. Oh, your cousin's in Yahoo? That's fun. Yeah, like most people would probably retire, but like we'll see what Chubb does. I hope he can come back and play a little bit and retire on his own terms. I always prefer that ending for players, like they're able to maybe even come back and play a game and then like unretire. You're rebuilding what in your in your fantasy? Well, if the teams don't hold for a year, we you had Ford on your bench. That's a bit of a bummer. And now they have Kareem Hunt. Oh, speaking of the Nick Chubb injury, that's kind of what I'm going to lead into. Hopefully everybody didn't get hot on Jerome Ford. Well, maybe you still should. Nick Chubb, they've brought back a familiar face into Cleveland. They signed Nick Chubb to a 1 year, or Kareem Hunt to a 1 year, $4 million contract. I have a Photoshop. Do you guys want to see it? Hold on. It's on Google. It's trending. Kareem Hunt. I didn't even, I'll be honest, I didn't know his face looked like that. I honestly, for some reason, I didn't know that's what he looked like. He looks like a more gangster Jamal Williams. Like if Jamal Williams was born into a rougher environment, that's who Kareem Hunt is. Like if you take away all the anime and all the white stuff that Jamal Williams is really into, he's that's what you get. That's who falls out. And I don't know why that's so goddamn funny to me. He's Jamal Williams' black side. But yeah, he's back with the Browns. So that's cool. Glad to see he got picked up. Dude, I'm sorry. They just look so similar, but like so different at the same time. You know what I mean? Hold on, if you think I'm kidding, like, okay, keep that in mind. Jamal Williams. God damn it! Why does he take pictures like this? Hold on a minute. I gotta find a normal picture of Jamal Williams because, of course, this dipshit doesn't do that. He just decided to stop taking normal pictures. But tell me I'm wrong that Jamal Williams doesn't look just like this guy. Dude, come on, Jamal. But like, you know what I mean? It's literally like they could be like slightly related. Like that picture that you could tell me that's Kareem Hunt and I'd believe you. Tell me that you wouldn't believe me if I told you that was Kareem Hunt. You'd be like, you know what? That might actually fucking be Kareem Hunt. I think it'd be the other way. Jamal Williams is Kareem Hunt in Cosmic Sans because he's a lot more fun. But like, you know what I mean? But he also kind of looks like Jameis Winston. Oh, he's got far apart eyes. I don't trust people like that. Sorry. No, Karam, we're done looking at players. No, they're not black. No, it's literally they just look very similar. Like Chandler Jones doesn't look anything like those guys. Look at that scary bastard in the bottom corner right there. Justin Fields doesn't look anything like those two guys. Those two dudes look exactly the same, and they both play running back. I wonder if they're fucking like distantly related. Because again, they look so similar. They like have very similar face features. It's fucking eerie to me, and I've always thought this. Do you know, like, hold on, I have another good one. You know what two players really look alike? I think people should look into this. They're retired though, okay? So there was a guy who played on the Giants. His name was Eli Manning. He wore number 10. He beat the Patriots in a couple Super Bowls and never did anything ever again. So, and then there's another guy in the NFL at the same time. His name was Peyton Manning. I don't know if they were related, but I swear if you look those two right in the face, they look exactly alike. Wait, what's up, Ven? I never slander Eli Manning. Trust me. I only take pot shots. What am I supposed to say? He fucking beat my team twice. You found a streaming site? Hell yeah, Wade. Good to hear. Wait, what's going on, Ven? Oh, did you guys... So yeah, Kareem Hunt is going to replace Nick Chubb, and we don't really know much about Chubb at this current point in time. So... We're gonna beat the Jets. Don't worry about it. We own. Well, actually, it's in New York. They could beat us. We don't. Our offense is dog shit this year. We may split with them. I'm not too sure. I'm streaming the Patriots. Yeah, it was a very easy, obvious one. He knows the offense. He was just there. I'm surprised he wasn't like on the practice squad or some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do Patriots. I'm more excited to watch Patriots Jets than Lions Falcons, if I'm being honest. I don't give a shit about the Falcons. I want to watch my team win a game, especially against a bitter division rival. Hunt'll be all right. You're taking us at 2.5? That's probably safe because there's no way we're going to win by more than 3. So if it was like 3 or 4, I'd be like, just take the money line, bud. 21-17. I have us winning 19-13 or 19 or like 17-10. With the defensive touchdown, obviously. Those are your winners? Yeah, nice. We have quite a few disagreements. I don't think the Giants, Falcons, Vikings, Broncos, Bills, Jets are winning this weekend. I like the Patriots. Our offense isn't great. It's been 7 straight years we haven't lost to them, so it's really interesting. I like the way my team plays football. Like, we're very good at defense, very innovative on special teams, like always. It's just like our offensive line is so bad. It's like, God damn it, dude. Like, if we had a decent line, I think I think we'd be surprising people with like. Even though we don't have the greatest like set of receivers, I don't think that's the problem at all, and I don't think Mac's the problem. I don't think personnel is the issue, except that fucking line. If that line was better, I think we'd be shocking people. Because again, we like played close enough to beat the Eagles. We played close enough to beat Miami. Our defense doesn't really like. The defense is so interesting because it's Yeah, the Patriots are impossible to score on. Like, the bend don't break has always been Bill's major philosophy. We'll give you the yards, but we're not going to let you score. We'll give you field goals. Like, one of the things the Patriots do well on defense, I think people will start noticing it, but I've noticed it for years. Like, everyone's always kind of mocked the idea of like the amoeba defense, the amoeba defense, the amoeba defense. But what that really, it's not that it's like positionless, but what it is it's this idea that like the Patriots don't go out there with like man coverage, this play in mind, zone coverage, this play in mind. They watch and see how like the offense will line up, and then very, very, very quickly they get into some kind of coverage that matches what they think's about to happen, right? So if they feel like you're about to throw the ball or run play action, they'll get into like some kind of like coverage they know works against it, and then everybody kind of has to be on like the same page. It's one big unit. It's very fun to watch. If you watch just defense and watch the way it operates, it's very tricky. It fucks people up. Again, there's no real way to audible against it because it's a reacting to what you're doing on offense rather than you come out on offense, see an alignment, and then you react to it. It's the Patriots all of a sudden are in a defense that, because they reacted to the way you're setting up. It's a little tricky when the team starts going no huddle, but again, you can kind of just like call basic defenses at that point. The fact that we're able to shut down Tyreek Hill is we were doing pretty good. We were doing some crazy stuff, but our offense is so beatable right now. If the Patriots click on offense, they're a very dangerous football team because they're not going to give up many points. But I don't know if the receiver is the problem. Mac only has 2.01 seconds to throw the football, which is good for 33rd in the NFL. If you're wondering how 32 teams are, yeah, Mac ranks 33rd in the NFL for time to throw the football. It's not the receivers, because Mac Jones also leads the league in completion attempts. He's top 6 in almost every major category in the NFL. Hold on, you guys want to see something crazy? Let me find something. Let's see. Mac Jones is still a work in progress. Oh, so hold on. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for. Where's my Mac stats that I was building up? Hold on. I'll have everything in 1 second. Where is it at? I know I like compiled all the things he was like, what his number, like his top stats are. Surprised it's not on here. Oh, that was in Amir's chat. Fuck. It was in a live stream. I was talking about it. But basically, Mac is like, he leads the league in completion attempts. He's top 9. He's number 9 or tied for 9th in completion percentage. He's top 5 in both, or top 6 at least in touchdowns, yards. He's literally like a top 5 quarterback right now, and like no one's giving him any goddamn credit with a shit tier offensive line and really bad receivers. Like everyone keeps saying we need more better receivers, but Mac Jones is literally like one of the leading quarterbacks with this receiving core. So like, I think Mac Jones is the kind of quarterback that when given an offensive line will elevate the play of the people around him, because again, he's so smart. He knows how to throw receivers to the right spot. He knows where to put the football to give optimal play. Like there's like certain things you can do when you're not like the most gifted quarterback physically or like athletically, like Mac isn't, where like you can elevate the play, because again, you're throwing guys wide open, you're throwing guys to a spot where they can get it only, you're putting it in the perfect spot, and that's something Mac has been shown this year he's capable of doing. We just gotta get fucking protection for the kid, because again, he's dog shit slow. One good receiver would help, but again, I don't know if it's that. But Hunter Henry carries that offense, just needs, I mean, it would help, but again, 2 seconds to throw the football is bad, man. We can't do anything with 2 seconds. You could add Justin Jefferson to the team, but it's like, what's that going to do? We need time to let the plays develop. Mac's arm needs a play to develop, kind of like with Brady's. Like we had Mac improvising on the run. We shouldn't have that. But anyway, we talk too much about the Patriots. I hate when we do that because it bores the shit out of people, I think. Yeah, literally. You can look it up. Hold on. Let me look up NFL passing leaders 2023. Here we go. Okay, so let's look at attempts. Mac Jones, number 1, 96. Completions. Mac Jones at 66. Like I said, he's tied. He's tied for 9th with completion percentage with people with more than like 3 passes. Touchdowns. Mac Jones is tied. He has 4. The leader has 6, so he's tied for 3rd. We'll talk about Chandler Jones. I just want to kind of show what I was talking about. QB rating. Where the hell's Mac at with this? He's a little low, but he's still in the top situation with an 88. Again, so you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of see, like, Matt, and I think he's only thrown one pick. Where's Mac at with the picks? I think he's won maybe 2 picks this year. 2, yeah. So, you know, he's doing pretty good. Again, the yards per attempt are kind of low, but, like, that's just he has to throw it quick. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Chandler Jones. So, you know, when you look at Mac's numbers, he's literally ranking almost top in, like, every single important category that you'd want for, like, a major improvement. It's just, we've only got so much to work with in New England, you know. Our offensive line's bad. Yeah, Chandler Jones, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Is he on something? Because if you haven't heard, he's, like, been breaking down on Twitter for, like, 2.5 weeks now. And it just doesn't seem good. He's posting all these crazy thoughts and... What are you guys thinking here? Like, he's either completely lost it because of the CTE and, like, you know, I think mental illness runs in his family. Yeah, he's on the Raiders. It's not. He's not on drugs or having any problems. He's just dealing with the Raiders. It's a tough life. It's a tough thing to deal with. He was diagnosed with being a fucking Las Vegas Raider. Dude, the text and shit he's saying, he's like, Mark, don't do this to me, Mark. And it's just like, dude, these are... If this wasn't a man having a mental breakdown, this would be some fucking great meme material. Then yesterday, he was like, sorry, I was hacked, y'all. And it's like... You were hacked for the last fucking for a week? I don't think so. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like or anything on the stream, consider doing so. It'll help us out a ton. Maybe get some people in here. Yada yada yada. But yeah, I doesn't feel good. Somebody's got to check on him. Yeah. It'd probably be helpful, but I think the Raiders are trying, but like, I don't know. It doesn't sound like that situation's going to work itself out or resolve in a positive way. Yeah, there's a Bears defensive coordinator situation going on. We were definitely going to get to that situation. Alan Williams, the Bears defensive coordinator, had to kind of, retire. Oh, by the way, to every person who keeps bringing up that Mac Jones is 0-13 or 0-12 when a Patriots opponent scores more than 25 points, you want to know what Tom Brady's record was from 2017 to 2019 when somebody scored more than 25 points on us? Three and 10. Just so we're very aware. Just remember that. Anytime somebody brings up that Mac Jones is 0-13 when somebody scores more than 25 on the Patriots, just tell them when somebody scored more than 24 on the Patriots in the last 2017, 18, and 19, so a Super Bowl year for the Patriots, Brady was 3 and 10. This has been an ongoing issue with the Patriots. Don't even ask why. We don't know why. It's just something that nobody ever talks about unless they want to disparage Mac Jones. You want to know what's a fun fact? Most teams, when you score more than 25 points on them, lose football games. That's a lot of points to give up on a defense. Like, it's like such a weirdly cherry-picked stat against Mac Jones and the Patriots. Have you ever heard that before? Like, why is 24 the bench point used? Why are they tracking this? You know what I mean? Like, why is it 24? Why did you specifically choose that very strange, non-normal football score number? Sometimes they'll use 25 points. Like, how often does 25 get scored in the NFL? Why are you using that as a benchmark against us? And just remember, they always do that to the Patriots players. They'll be like, what is Mac Jones' record against left-handed pass rushers? Oh, he's 0-7 against people who have a left-handed pass rusher? Weird. Isn't that weird? And then people will be like, that is weird. Mac Jones is fucking garbage. Yeah, like I seen this weird TikTok that was like, Mac Jones does not win games when his team is or down is up by 25 or when his team gives up 25 or more. Yeah, how many teams like actually win that? Not very often. It's like a crapshoot when you go over 25. Also, why don't they ever bring up Tom Brady's record? Also, why the fuck is 24 points the metric we're using for that? It's like such an arbitrary thing to measure a team by or a quarterback by. You don't win a lot of games when the teams score a lot. Yeah, he's like a third-year quarterback on a very limited offense, yeah? Not even Tom Brady was winning a lot of games with this offense when that was happening. Like, Jesus Christ, do you know how football works? The only reason Mahomes has a good record when his team score more than 25 is because his team always gives up 25. I wonder what Mahomes' record looks like when his team scores less than 25 points. Like if he gets held under 20, I wonder what his record looks like. I bet you he's only got 1 or 2 wins. Sure, it's only probably been like 3 games that that's ever happened, but he lost to the Lions when he only scored 20. That's interesting. So the FBI wasn't involved? What exactly happened there? Hold on. I'll just go to Ian Rappaport's Twitter. They can't. They don't have the ability to. You can't really throw the ball downfield when the offensive line gives you 2 seconds to throw the ball. I think people very much understand the importance of... the FBI did not raid Hallis Hall. The league is not involved. See, no, the FBI 100% did raid Alan Williams' home. It sounds like. No one really wants to say what's going on, but it sounds like the FBI didn't raid the Bears facility, but it sounds like they raided Alan Williams' home. It sounds like Peanut Tillman was not involved with the story at all, but it sounds like Alan Williams did. He resigned, and the FBI is somewhat involved somehow, but the Bears themselves aren't involved at this time. I think that was the clarity Ian sent out, because again, he specifically said in that tweet that the police didn't raid Hallis Hall, which is, I believe, where the Bears play. Patriots threw downfield all the time. It's just to me, and I think to smart coordinators, it's fun to throw down the field, but I think it's like a useless endeavor. You should only do that every so often. It shouldn't be like a staple of the team. It should be for like super purposeful reason in the NFL. I think the best play is anything between 7 and 11 yards at a time, because again, you got to like build up defenses, like you got to like build things up, kill clock, keep your defense fresh on the sideline. You don't want to score every like 10 seconds, because again, you're just going to tucker your defense out and turn it into a pissing match. You know what I mean? And I think that's the correct sentiment on that anyway. Damn, no one's come by this stream tonight. There's only been like 30 people that's come to the stream tonight. Sheesh. People just don't care about the NFL weekly update streams. Nobody. This used to be like one of the more popular streams on the channel. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think people are saying it's like child porn. That's like what everybody's alleging. I don't know if it's true at all. But that's what people are. That's what I've read that's associated with it. I don't know. I just wonder what happened. Again, a lot of my channel problems started once I got that fucking warning. I can't wait for that to be gone. How long do I? Fucking another couple months. I can't wait for next season. Expires December 13th, my warning. Then my channel's on good boy status. You know, I think it kind of went away because I was at like, just a little side note. I'm about to be at 8,400 subs pretty soon. I'm at 8,370 right now. I've gained 40 subs this last couple days. It's been nice in the last day. Finally, growth again. Positive growth on my channel, boys. We're back. This video almost has 4K views on it, 3.7. It's been a long time since we've seen them numbers, gentlemen. I was like, dang, we're almost back. Almost back into the double digits. It'll be nice when the fucking shadow ban is over. Yeah, Akers got traded to the Vikings. Yeah, I don't know why you know what's funny? The Vikings are like a good running back away from being 2-0, right? Like if they had a slightly better run system, they might have won both of those games. And the funniest thing about both of those is like I've been thinking like, do you know what running back would fit the Vikings like a glove? And I know this may sound a bit crazy. You guys may already know where I'm going with this. He's a Jet right now, but like if you're the Vikings, why don't you call about Dalvin Cook? He's pretty good. He'd fit Minnesota's system perfectly. You can't tell me there's a better running back that would be in for Minnesota than Dalvin Cook. I mean, if they're going to trade for like fucking Cam Akers for some reason, why the hell not just go get Dalvin Cook? He was a free agent this offseason. They could have signed him. They needed a running back like that. Why not just go get Dalvin? He couldn't have been like that expensive. Jets didn't pay that much for him. What, 9 million, 10 million? What was it? Yeah, I do that every time a team fucking makes a stupid mistake in their player management. I get the Vikings are blowing it up, but whatever. Yeah, by the way, watch for the Vikings to fire sale in the next couple weeks. If they start 0-3 or 1-4, 0-4, something like that, I would imagine that Kirk Cousins will be traded and maybe Jefferson. Keep a close eye on that. I have a really weird feeling about it. I think 100% Kirk will be traded this offseason, or during this season, rather. I just don't know about Jefferson quite yet. I can't feel that out. I'm like, will Minnesota do that? They'll get like 3 firsts out of it. Because it's got to be like a 0% shot they don't trade Kirk because they're not bringing him back. If they do, it's like they can pay $12 million to get rid of Kirk Cousins, or pay like $35 million to keep him next season. Why the fuck would they do that? And it's like fully guaranteed. It's like fucking $30 million cap hit. So I can't imagine Kirk will be on the Vikings in 2024. He has an auto void on his next 2 years anyway, so he'll be a free agent. If you're the Vikings, you know he's not going to resign there. You probably want to start rebuilding, so you might as well trade him. I mean, he's going to go to free agency. Your season's probably over if you start 0-3, 0-4. It's just kind of indicative you're not like a great team in Minnesota. And again, they made so many offseason moves and got rid of so many other like long-standing veterans. It's kind of clear that they're about to blow up. Yeah, running backs are a dead position right now. And it's hilarious because it looks like every time the running back position starts to get some love, it just blows up in everybody's face. Like we've now lost like Taylor's not playing, Barkley's hurt, Nick Chubb just got hurt, and then Nick Chubb's backup comes in and runs for like 150 yards. It's like, God damn it, that just ruined the value. No, it's not even Kirk's fault that the team's losing. The team is just bad defense, just kind of bad personnel. Like the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it's not Kirk's fault they're losing these games. Holy shit, it's not Kirk, and that's a sign that they got to move on. Like Kirk has to go, so he's too old to be dealing with a rebuild. He may love Minnesota, but you know. Unless he just wants to go through a rebuild. But it's like Minnesota needs a new quarterback, Kirk. You're literally part of the problem. Literally not even because he's a bad quarterback. It's just they need a new guy. It's just time. They're not going to win with that situation there. You can hold on for a pathetic couple more years like Atlanta did with Matt, or like some teams do, or you could be smart like Atlanta and blow it up. Atlanta realized they'll never win with that fucking team after that Super Bowl, so they blew that motherfucker up. And now they've rebuilded quite nice. That's a pretty nice little football team all of a sudden. And if you're the fucking Vikings, you can do that in like a year. You don't even have to go as hard on a rebuild because again, you have Jefferson if you want to keep him. So, I don't know. Oh, but like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, that's not bad. They kept thinking that they would get back to it, and once they finally accepted to blow it up, so there's like a double side there. Like, but if you're gonna blow it up, blow it all the way up. Don't pussyfoot around it. Nah, there's nothing really. You can't really protect backs. You're already not supposed to hit below. It's already against the rules to hit below the knees. So I mean, they can't really. There's not much more you can do to protect running backs in the NFL. It's just the nature of the position, man. You're playing like a very violent game at one of the more violent positions, unfortunately, in the game. I don't know if there's a way around that scenario. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. It might not. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, we have 8 whole likes on the stream. That's pretty bad. I appreciate it, though. Appreciate you guys. Again, I don't know. This stream isn't doing good. Maybe it'll do good once the stream comes to a close and people watch it at the end. We'll see, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't, but like, it's clearly not a finable or any kind of like. Clearly, I don't know. The NFL would have fined Minkah Fitzpatrick if he did something wrong. Again, he didn't. Like, everybody keeps trying to blame somebody for what happened. It's like, dude, it's fucking football at the end of the day. If he could have made a perfect tackle, he would have, but he couldn't, so he didn't, and that's just kind of the reality of what happened in that situation. Plus, like, you can watch it in like replays and like slowed down speeds and to see what he should have did, but you also have to remember everyone's moving at like fucking 15-20 miles an hour on the field. You know, and like they're having to make decisions in very quick times and like react very quickly. Like that happened in like a millisecond. That whole play, like the whole collision was like a second long. Like from time of him pulling up to the time that everybody's on the ground and him hurt, what is there, like 2 seconds between everything? It's just, it's shitty, and I wish that like they could do a little bit more, but it's like, I don't know what the fuck Mika could have did other than like just fly up over everybody with like cat-like reflex. You know, it's just. That's why I don't like blaming guys when something like that happens. I'm like, God, guys, unless he literally just, it was the dirtiest fucking play ever. Like Justin Simmons. Or was that Simmons who's been hitting people like a fucking sack of, like a piece of shit? Like that guy. Who's the guys that, oh, Kareem Jackson. That's who, Kareem Jackson. That's dirty bullshit. Like, what is that? Tennessee Henry's question. But what's up, Jacob? Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Most of you haven't, probably because the stream started with 4 likes. No, they might be. We'll see. I don't think you can tell me anything from this first 2 games of the season. Like, genuinely, I don't think you can tell me anything. Like, then the Chiefs are in trouble. Their offense sucks. You know what I mean? Like I can tell you things about teams that don't feel right until, like, I don't know. Like, some people are like, dude, week 3, gotta win. It's like, okay, I guess. There has never been a critical week 3 game in league history, by the way. Unless the season was shortened, week 3 means nothing, week 4 means nothing. Games start meaning something after this month. And so in week 5, like, I'm telling you, you don't panic until week 4 or 5 starts. Especially because most teams are 0-2 or 1-1 right now. You don't really have to worry about, like, anything with that. I'm telling you. People who are panicking are I don't really know what they're panicking about at this point in the season. Yeah, I mean, you could be 0-3, but everybody in the division's 1-1, 0-2. Yeah, Kevin, it'll be fun this Sunday. Maybe. I don't think 0-3 means anything, though. Didn't the Bengals start last year 1-4 and or 0-4 and play in the AFC Championship game? Was that real? I mean, like, that happened. That was a real thing. Bengals were dog shit at the start of last year. Played in the AFC title game. To me, it's just, I don't think that really means much. I mean, I guess maybe unless the team is, like, actually, like, fucking complete doo-doo garbage. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really know what you can tell from the first couple weeks of the season. I've never felt like any week 3 to week 4 or week 2. There were people last week like on ESPN saying, "Is this a must-win game for this team?" No, it's week 2, you fucking retard. No game in week 2 has ever been must-win. Pretty soon they're going to be asking questions. Do the Jets need to win their week 1 game to make the playoffs? No. You don't got to win the first 3 games of the season, in my opinion. Does it help? Yeah, sure. It makes it a lot easier to make the playoffs. I don't know. The sky isn't falling until you're like 1-4. That's when you should probably be like, oh, we fucking blow. Or maybe like 2-3, maybe like 2-4 or something like that. You can kind of start seeing the writing on the wall. But I feel like there is such a thing as, like, way too early of a reaction to a season. Just my 2 thoughts, 2 cents. For what it's worth, I don't know. Again, I know it's only a 17-game season, so all the games mean a lot, but you could view all 17 games as must-win, but I don't know if that's the right way to look at it. Do you guys hear what happened with Justin Fields? They asked him today about his robotic play and how he needs to be a little bit more loose, and they asked what could be, like, the cause. The media asked what could be the cause of this robotic play, and he just kind of said coaching. And then later he had to clarify and was like, actually, this is what I meant by, I didn't mean, like, you know, coaching. I meant, like, it's like, nah, man, we know what you meant. Everybody agrees. Your coaching sucks. Thank you for pointing it out. Now he has to walk it back like, no, I meant something else. So what's going on with this Josina Anderson? She has kind of like a good source on a lot of stuff that I'm looking for. Yeah, there's nothing on Chubb that's worth talking about yet. Oh, that sucks. Who's not that great? Chubb? No, I'm just looking to see like what exactly is the situation. Oh, are you talking about Justin Fields? Yeah, no, I've never been big on Fields. I didn't see what the big deal with the guy. Like, it's like, yeah, he can run good. That's pretty sweet. That'll be helpful. Can he throw, or do we think he's going to improve on throwing like Lamar did? If the answer is no, then I don't know if he's worth drafting. Because again, Lamar improved pretty dramatically from college to the NFL and throwing in year after year after year. He gets better every year he throws. Or every year he's been in the NFL, he's a better passer. Obviously, between year 1 and year 2 was the biggest improvement for Lamar in his passing. That was dramatic. Fields isn't good. Lamar became a pretty proficient passer despite what everyone talks shit about it. Lamar is the actual quarterback. Like, Justin Fields is the quarterback that everybody thinks Lamar Jackson is. You want to know a fun fact about Lamar Jackson right now? Lamar can't pass. Lamar can't pass. Oh no, I'm looking for completion percentage. Sorry. Let's see. These guys only have 78 out of 60 out of 78 for throws. Really? Josh Allen's 60 of 78 right now? No, Josh Allen apparently has 77 completion percentage. Gardner Minshew doesn't count because he's 19 of 25. Lamar's 41 of 55 for 74.5 or 74.6%. And he's attempting 8 yards a throw, or 7.4. Has 5 throws of 20 plus. 1 of 40. I don't know. Sounds like he's doing pretty good, tossing the old ball around. No one ever talks about Lamar like that, though. Like, he's a good quarterback. I don't know. I think nobody really wants to watch the stream tonight because no one showed up and it's pretty dead. You guys think we should just call it here tonight? Doesn't seem like this stream's gonna get going. Yeah, it's just losing people left and right. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I don't really think this is really going anywhere. Pretty soon we'll be down to like 1 or 2 people. No one's saying anything. Everyone's just kind of slowly leaving. So I think it's time to end it. Looks like it's at its natural end. But hey, that's all right. I appreciate everyone who came by. It's just I don't really want to stream to nobody and just not have any views nor very many likes. I don't think we even hit double digits. So this stream isn't really being supported at all either. So I don't know. Not really worth continuing. Clearly, it's not well liked. It's not being well received. So yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow for the NFL game. But we weren't able to do any coverage of the Thursday night game, but everyone just kind of stopped talking except you, man. I appreciate you. But everyone else just kind of dipped at the exact same time for some reason. I guess I wasn't answering every single person fast enough. I don't know. But hey, maybe one day I'll be able to answer 3 to 4 people at a time and then they won't get all angry and all leave at the same time. Literally, if you go watch it, if you go scroll up in your chat, it literally looks like everybody came, like Jacob, Karam, Ben, and everybody kind of just were all here at one time, and then they were asking stuff. Stud as well, and then everybody's just gone now. They all asked a question around the same time and then dipped, or just completely vanished. Like they were never here. Specters in the night. I hope they know I'm messing with them. They did better than 90% of the people who usually watch this channel, who I should just take all their mods from and see when they come back to get them. But none of the people here who have mods don't really deserve them, so. Everyone here is pretty cool. All right, though. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully, you guys have a good night. We'll be live again tomorrow for the football game. Hopefully, some people show up. Maybe they will. Probably they won't. We'll see. Have a good night. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, as always, go Patriots. Peace out.